but it's another logical argument to the fact that God doesn't exist. Number 4 is the universal belief argument. Mentioned this in the very first argument, the ontological argument, where that mankind has a concept or an idea of God that is generally the same across the board. The universal belief argument is basically just looking at human cultures across time and throughout history. And human cultures across time throughout history have believed in God or a God. And that universal belief about a higher being who is greater than us and smarter than us and stronger than us, more capable, provides for us. That universal belief, where does that come from? And it can be argued, well, that comes through evolution. Well, the arguments that religion or the belief in a higher being has somehow or another evolved, those explanations are inadequate to explain why this would have ever first come. So the universal belief argument is another, just a logical observation to point to the fact that if all of these peoples throughout all of history came to this conclusion that God existed, that it is logical that God does exist. Now, these arguments that we are talking about are not proofs. So we have to be careful not to confuse the fact. These aren't proofs that God exists. These are just simply arguments in favor of the existence of God. And every argument has to be measured and tested on its own validity.